This podcast contains adult content. It is not intended for anyone under the age of 18, so if you are a child, please fuck off. Listener discretion is advised.
Well?
I'm sorry, would you please repeat the question?
Are you just gonna roll over like that?
That's weird. I asked him the same thing last night.
Where's the outrage, the anger, the hate?
Again, last night.
You've gone soft.
Okay, now it's getting spooky.
Look, you're the only one who can stand up to Kelso.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present Man Not Caring.
Okay, Jordan Luho.
If you don't do what she wants, I'm going to stop having sex with you and start making love. Love you.
Where is that bastard? Kelso!
Welcome to the American Moron Entertainment Network.
Stop saying it like it's a thing. You made it up.
Yeah, we kind of did make it up, but
well,
some of it.
Yeah.
Paula told us if we added a couple of one word to it, it would be amen. So that was kind of nice.
We're redlining on everything, just so you know.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know.
I hope we're over-modulating like when Moonroof was on. It's so embarrassing.
I just don't want it to be distorted out on YouTube.
Well, we can check. Oh, look, it's distorted here because we're not duplexed.
That's better.
Let me check. Let's see what it sounds like.
Someday we're going to get a different
go.
mixer that we can actually use the USB.
I know.
See, we sound good.
I just don't want it. Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You can't hear us?
So in case you're just tuning in, and you should be because we just came on the air.
Nah.
We're here with Joe Staiber, Nick Cataldi,
Yeah.
and my partner Jim Perry.
Oh, that asshole.
Let's have a conversation, shall we?
Of course.
Indeed.
All right.
I didn't pause it in time. Oh, well.
What happened?
I don't like looking at the frozen image because every time we do, I'm like,
Is it live?
But I thought you liked the movie Frozen.
no, but I don't like it when my face is all distorted. I don't like watching myself speak. I'm not used to seeing it. I don't like it.
I don't think many people like watching you speak.
That's
Honest.
fine. I'll
I'm
just
sorry
drink.
to tell you that.
Well,
but,
fuck it. Why are we on camera? Fuck you people.
so, yeah. Look who we have in the room tonight.
Yeah, baby.
Look at you, Nick. You should be our booking manager.
I said he's our producer, man. He's been doing a lot of work.
Been doing a lot of work for you guys lately.
Corrected our title today.
I think I should be on the
Listen, you can
payroll.
get paid double what we get paid. Oh,
Double
double
beers.
blank going the other way.
Yeah.
So it's like that's going to be $70 a week.
I just
You have to pay.
Wore the collared shirt, and I forgot the collared shirt.
Look at him. He's all spiffy.
Looks great.
Yeah, you know.
He's been like doing this for a while now, man. It's like embarrassing.
He's a pro.
Like I remember
For those who are curious, I did bring the hat.
He's got
I
the
just can't
fedora.
wear it with the-
It's a must.
that day I first saw you with the hat. I
Headphones.
went down to Screwballs. You know, you texted me and I came down, and I see this suave motherfucker over by the wall, and I'm like, I can't sit with him. Look at me. I'm in shorts. I'm kind of sweaty. I probably just mowed the lawn.
It's all just a different look. It's all
and
dressing
like
up
and
in
it's
a
funny
different way.
because women were coming over and he's introducing me. They're like, anyway, Nick.
Oh, I saw them fawning over him. Just seen that. Well, you were there when we were at the Brian Quinn show.
I'm everywhere. Yeah.
Women were
was
coming at him
unbelievably good.
left and right.
Yeah, that's when he puts that guitar way up in the air like
He didn't
that.
have a guitar, so he's just swatting them off.
Even better.
He was just standing there scratching his nuts, and they just come over like, hey, what? Can you do that some more?
I like what you're doing here.
It's my one known trick.
So, in case you didn't know,
I don't know.
we're here to talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
I guess so. I don't know. That's what we do, right? We do this once a week. Could be more in the future. I don't know. We'll have to see. So, Joe, we don't really have a format to our show.
It's exactly how it should be.
It's just. Yes, you do. That's why I say let's have a conversation. There's only two things we do on the show,
Okay.
other than speak crudely. We do a segment called Florida Man. It's a
Love it.
little game. And we try a new beer. We try to try a new beer every
It's
week.
going to be a surprise this week.
Are there any that are undrinkable or?
Yeah, pretty
We've
much
had-
all.
Oh, okay. All of them.
Hey!
We've had some doozies.
The worst one was the one that was like,
Yeah, and I was here for it.
no, you weren't here
No,
for
you
this.
weren't.
I wasn't.
It was like if you tried to ferment ocean water, like that you collected at low tide. You know,
It was
from a tide
it was a
pool
Mexican beer.
that a kid pissed in.
My wife
Hey,
and
listen,
I.
I'm a young Delco kid that used to buy beer off of homeless guys that would run in and buy it for us. So I'm used to the lowest of low.
Northeast Philly, we did the same thing.
That's right.
Usually it was a drunk guy walking out of the bar. I'm like, hey, man, you want to make $20? And he's like, hey, what are we
20.
talking?
You used to pay $20. We would just give him one beer.
Fucking rich people. shit,
$20.
man.
Shit.
We weren't rich. But,
Christ. No.
that beer, my wife and I saw it. We were walking through Wegmans, and it was shortly after they had put the beer section in, and we saw this beer, and it looked pretty cool. And it's like
that
lime,
ocean breeze.
lime flavored something.
Salt and lime flavored beer. You have
Yeah.
one in there, don't you?
I think there is one left.
There will always be one left.
And we started drinking it on the show, and I thought Jim and I were both going to get sick.
I actually tasted that for 3 days. I could not get the taste out of it.
was
Like, I'm
bad.
home like...
It was
like,
bad.
I'm home with, like, a coping saw. Like, scraping my fucking tongue. Like, trying to get that shit off.
Reminds me of seeing the blue Mad Dog bottle, when you're 17. And thinking it might taste good.
Like,
Yours a little closer.
I can do that.
When we were kids, we'd run into people and they're like, we're looking for the beer we stashed here. And there's like rusty cans of like fucking Iron City beer. You didn't care, you're like, whatever. No. This shit was worse. Oof. And it pisses me off. You probably paid more than you would for Iron City.
Oh, dude.
It's kind of like...
It was expensive. It was Wegmans, for Christ's sake.
We went to Giant and we were walking through the beer store, like the section. Like, just
I
like,
like
all right,
their,
what do
they have a
have?
nice little section.
Yeah,
over
sometimes they have some stuff.
Yeah.
And they had fucking non-alcoholic seltzer. $12 for a six-pack. And I'm like, wait a
Seriously?
minute. Wait.
Was it Perrier?
I'm like, this is fucking seltzer water. Non-alcoholic seltzer is seltzer.
Right.
Why am I paying $12 for this little six-pack of it?
They have that water. It's called Death Water or something.
Oh, yeah. Liquid Death.
Liquid
Yeah.
Death.
I don't-
$38 a can.
Why would you?
Ridiculous.
First of all, why would you drink anything called Liquid Death?
That guy made like $1 billion.
Yeah, made him a millionaire. Right?
He knows his uncle was the pet rock guy.
Listen, brilliant strategy. You gotta
starting
give
my
it to
own.
him.
I'm starting my own water. It's just it's the water you get out of the tap in King of Prussia.
how
It's
about-
called Makes You Big Dicker.
I was thinking we could just sell twigs,
Why not?
special twigs.
Just tell them the kids as guns. Or do they not do that now?
Kelly James Yorgie in the house.
Oh.
Yo, Cal, my man.
So I have questions.
Plastered is kicking ass at rehearsals.
Well, that's good.
Nice.
Now just take it to the next level and do it live.
That's it, baby.
That's right.
It's
I
always
thought you
the,
had murder or somebody.
the
I didn't know.
challenge.
Easy, man. Easy.
I'm a little worked up. I mowed the lawn. There was a lot going on today.
It looks good out there.
Did you see me hacking at the stump?
No.
I hacked
But
at
I
the
did
stump.
hear something. I thought somebody was dying.
That might have been me too.
I thought it was me because I was getting out of breath.
I was just wailing at it with a pickaxe.
I can't wait for my 3 weeks or so to be up so that I don't have to worry about what time I mow the lawn because I have other things going on. I can just go, yeah, I think today I'll just mow the lawn.
I mow it on my lunch break.
Paul plans on retiring shortly.
This is great news.
September 3rd.
That's outstanding.
It's going to be a change.
I'm not allowed to retire.
Me neither.
I was told get the hell out of the house and keep earning.
See now,
Yeah.
so the music thing's going to keep going.
Well, of course, I
but
can't
the-
stop. But you
the
think I
nine
earn
to-
money from that? That's an expense.
It is.
Yes, it is.
But the
That's like this. People are like, oh, do you guys Monday? It's like, you're fucking out of your mind.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it must be great. You're in the music business.
oh,
Sure.
yeah.
Plastered's cost me about $100,000 so far.
No, it's funny. Is this how you make your living when they come at the gigs? And I'm
Yeah.
like, if this is how I was making my living, I'd be living in a van down by the river.
That's right.
You wouldn't be able to afford a van down by the river. You'd be living in a box down by the river, and someone would probably steal your box, and you have to steal another one every week. Because you
Well,
you
just
you
go to
got
the
it.
appliance store.
You nailed it. You said this is golf for us.
It is golf.
Because I used to golf with people who were serious about golfing, and I'm not allowed to do that anymore. 'Cause we golfed with a guy who
Can't bring a hockey player to a golf course. It
Well,
just
no,
doesn't
but that's a sad thing. I golf like
They
that.
made a
Like,
movie about one.
I literally do golf like Happy Gilmore. Because my friend and I, he played hockey too. We'd go to the driving range,
Tom Nally in the house.
and when the Jeep would go by to pick up the balls and they'd be out at 400 yards, people were coming up to us and handing us buckets because we're the only ones that could hit them. So I'd done that. We golfed with these two old men one time, And I'm on the green in one.
Look at that bastard.
No, it was way worse. They're really nice guys. On the green in one, in the hole in 50. And I heard one of the old men. I mean, like, this is like a 70-year-old man. Like, this guy could fuck up a wet dream. And I was like, I actually have. But, yeah, he was pissed off. But, yeah, that's literally... There was a guy, we were golfing with a guy, looked and acted like Dennis Leary. He was cursing, angry.
That's interesting.
And I don't know if it was me or it was him, but he wound up throwing
mental problems lately?
He threw like a 6-iron into a tree and it got all fucking bent and destroyed. And
So let me tell you something. If I ever golfed, that's how it would go down. I am not made for that world.
See, I don't get mad. The only time I got mad was people were like, why don't you let us play through? You're going slower than us. And I was like, yeah, beat us to the next tee and I will.
I did that axe throwing thing one time.
You didn't get mad with that?
I did.
You have to.
But I kept the anger in check. I had an axe in my hand and there were a lot of people in the room. But I thought this could really go sideways quickly with me because I have that temper.
I mean, all you have to do is turn around.
Exactly.
Throw it the other way.
Right.
Yeah.
Or
just run through the room holding two of them.
Yeah, that too.
If it goes sideways, that's it for whoever.
I mean, I used to go to a knife throwing thing like that. Same thing as like a tree, up on the wall and you throw knives at it. And I did a Jack Burton one time by accident.
Jack Burton, give me the reference.
Threw the knife, it hit, it rebounded, and I caught it.
Oh.
Total luck. It had nothing to do with skill. I was just
but everybody was like, oh, don't.
And everybody's like, cool. I'm like, yeah. Like thinking like, I almost fucking got a stigmata off that one. To do that. Like, it was like the dumbest thing ever. He just reached up and caught it. Like, oh, good. I got the right part. But never do that with an axe.
So Tom Nally's saying, why does it sound like Paul's voice is coming out from a different mic?
Because his is way down there and ours is over here.
Why do you suppose? Am I channeled? There we go. Hey, how about that?
That's the right side.
Yeah, there you go. Huh?
I don't like it.
That's left side.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Sounds like I'm listening to Nazareth.
So I have questions, and I have a whistle on my tongue.
Oh, hey, Terry.
Terry's in the house?
Terry's in the house.
All right. See, I didn't even see her. There she is. All right. Tom. No. Tom from This Is Tom's World.
This is Tom's World is here, yes.
Yeah. Oh,
the world famous This Is Tom's World.
There you go. I had to do that.
There
Okay. So, Joe, I need to know. So if you don't know.
Will you stop rhyming?
Joe is the founder of Rotation Records, sound company, recording studio, et al.
Sure.
I want to know.
No Latin, please.
That was my throat clearing.
Ah, gotcha.
How did the name Rotation Records come to be? And because I will tell you, the first couple of years that the name was out there, I was very confused.
Sure.
So I would like some
because records don't rotate.
Well, they do.
They do.
I know. That's why I'm
Sound
confused.
companies
You're
don't
confused.
rotate.
So I have to figure out how to condense this quickly. So
You can do it long.
Take your time.
We have an hour and a half.
So there was never an intention of a Rotation Records, ever. It was never the plan. It was never a purpose. My wife and I, between us, have 6 children. And 2 of the oldest boys were really talented writers. I guess I call them rappers at the time. This is way back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And they started a band. And the name of their band was EP Rotation. God only knows why they picked the rotation word, but the EP stood for East Plymouth.
Oh, I
because
thought
they
it
were
was
from East
extended
Plymouth.
play.
Now that's truly confusing.
So EP Rotation was the name of their band, and they actually did pretty well. They played a lot of local venues, and they sold out shows. They did really, really well. And as a result of them doing all the recording and writing they were doing, I built a studio in the basement just for them.
Okay.
And we can go through why I decided to build studios and why I was even in music. That's a whole different story. But I built it in the basement just for them to make records, because I genuinely noticed they were pretty talented at what they did. Not just dad talented, but actually talented. So I built the studio, and once they were using it, it was like, hey, can we record our friends here and their friends' friends? And before we knew it, we're like, we better start a business because there's something here. So I had my oldest son move back from Florida, and I said, let's start a business. And they called it Rotation Records. That's how it started.
What were you doing at that time?
Me personally?
Yeah.
So I was in tech. I've been in tech most of my career. I started in music when I was very young. Had a few years that were relatively successful.
Joe is a guitar player and a drummer.
Terrible.
Learning a lot.
Terrible.
But you play.
I was a
so that's all that
horrifying,
matters,
horrifying musician. Terrible. Right place, right time, and we'll tell that story later. But I did some music stuff, had a passion for it, but then got into tech. When the two bands I worked with, they both moved to California, and I stayed here for a girl. That didn't work out. But I stayed here.
The heart always wins.
God, I hate it when that happens.
But I'm glad I did. And I went into tech, and I spent my career in tech. So when my older sons found music, that was my kind of reason to get back into it. So I built the studio because I was interested in hey, I can have some fun with this again.
It was an organic growth.
Totally.
I like that. I like when things germinate and grow.
No intention of making money from this or starting a business or any of that kind of stuff.
Joe, let me ask you a question, and if you're uncomfortable answering, that's just fine. But I heard through the grapevine a rumor that you don't take a dime from running Rotation Records.
So no, we've never, ever taken a dime. My wife and I decided very early on that we were going to do this for the kids. So when we started this, we wanted to give them a career, and we wanted to give local kids a place to record at an affordable rate. I had a career in tech. I was doing okay. So we never intended to take a dime. And what I learned quickly was when I was in music as a young kid, this business eats you alive, as anyone that's been doing it knows, right? So when I had been taken advantage of, the band I was in was taken advantage of, people around us was taken advantage of. When we decided to start this, Tom, my oldest son, and I said, we're never, ever going to take advantage of a musician. We refuse to. So that was kind of our principle was, let's keep it affordable. Let's keep it, high quality, and let the Hollywood quality of recording make it accessible to younger local folks that need a chance. So we always did that, and we've kept that. I'm very proud to say that we've kept that. Rochelle and I have never taken one single dollar out of the company.
That's awesome.
It's admirable.
Proud of it. Many probably don't know that, but I'm proud of it. So thank you for asking. But
Nice.
And you're located in your physical studio is located in Norristown.
It is, yeah, downtown. So started in the house. We were there for probably 8 years. I converted the entire first floor of the house into a.
So it's still in your house?
No.
Okay.
So after 10 years of people in my house for 24 hours a day, we needed to expand. So I moved into a building downtown, close to the courthouse, right next to the Center Theater.
Okay.
Right down by the transportation center.
Yeah, but you'll still never see a sign on the door. I never wanted it to be something that gathered attention.
Right.
I got $500,000 of equipment in that building. So
no, if you want to do it, they're gonna contact you.
Right. And it's a beautiful building. I'm very proud of it.
You go in there, it's an amazing studio.
Yeah,
it's
so
amazing.
We built a studio on the first floor.
I'd love to see it.
And then eventually we expanded to a second studio on the second floor. The interesting thing about that studio, though, a lot of people may not know, is in the early 2000s, everything was still analog, right? The way we all grew up.
Yeah.
All these big old analog studios, these gorgeous boards and outboard gear. My sons were making digital music, which wasn't my thing, right? I was a rock guy.
You had to learn.
But I realized quickly that they were still making music. Even though it wasn't on a guitar, it wasn't on a drum set, it drove me crazy. But they were talented. They were making music. Right. They were writing songs and notes. Mm-hmm. They just didn't make them the same way we did.
Sure.
So anyway, I learned quickly about the digital world. I knew that something was happening. There was a change in music. Rock was kind of phasing out with all this new stuff and hip hop and all those things. So I built this studio with the sole intention of making it into a single digital hit factory. Instead of renting it out for 2 weeks and making a record, these kids were coming in, doing a song, getting out, coming back the next week, doing another song.
That is the model.
That's how I built it. So
that's the model in the industry.
But we were one of the first. And I remember when I built it, all the studios in Philly, all the people that I knew in the industry said, "You're never going to make it. You're crazy. You're out of your mind. You're losing it." They're all gone, and we're still here. So I'm not saying we did anything revolutionary. It was a change. It was a big change in the world.
So you can use the word evolutionary.
Evolutionary.
And he's had some big names come through there. Chris Brown did some recording.
We have a triple platinum record.
Danny Beisel did some recording.
Well, that's the most important one. You know that. Brian did all his guitar work for the Featherborn record in there. So no, we've done rock and roll. We've done a little bit of everything in that building, but we do have some great records and platinum things hanging on the wall there. It's pretty cool.
Very nice. Yeah. See, this has always been a curiosity of mine, and I'm I'm happy to be sitting here now to be able to ask you these questions.
I'm
and
glad
know.
you did.
Because, I just knew of Rotation Records from the Rib House, to be honest with you. And I didn't understand exactly what was going on.
Joe has done so much behind the scenes stuff with the Rib House and the rib stock amongst.
Well, we were involved with that for a few years.
I was there every time you guys played. No, listen, the Rib House to me is something really cool. So I'll tell a very brief story if you don't mind.
Yeah, please.
So my wife and I used to go over to the Valley Tavern on Germantown. We lived over that way, and we were in there one night, and friends of ours from in there, they're like, "You guys love music. You guys should go to the Rib House." I'm like, "What the hell's the Rib House?" And she said, "There's this duo. They play every Wednesday night. This guy Brian and Danny. They play. You gotta go see them." So anyway, we did, and funny part of it is we would go every Wednesday, and we loved their sound. Right, I was enamored by Brian's playing, and of course my wife loved looking at Danny and listening to his voice. But for 8, 10, 12 weeks, we would go there, and we didn't talk to anybody. And finally, one day, Danny came over and he goes, "You guys have been coming here for weeks. I just want to say hi. I'm Danny." And that's how it all started. It was
that's
just,
nice.
And here we are today. And that's kind of like our home.
I met you at the Rib
That's
House,
cool.
one of those.
Yeah, Sammy, we met all of our
everybody.
all of our closest
group.
friends. We met through that relationship. So it's a magical place, very special to us.
It
and
is. It's
glad
got a
glad it
vibe,
exists.
and that's what I always said about the place. It's got a vibe. It's got a musical vibe.
Which is shocking because I knew the place when this guy Jerry owned it way before it was the Rib House.
Oh, dude. I
Back when
bought
it was
a
a biker
car.
bar.
No, it was
Even
it was-
before that.
It was an old person bar. My mom and dad used to hang out there with like all my dad's friends from Bridgeport. That was the place they took me when I was 9.
Okay.
Until like 4 in the morning, and I was getting cranky. Mom took me and beat the shit out of me because I ruined her night.
Damn you, Jim.
It
When
was
are you
it was,
gonna
it was
learn?
like it was something else that was like the Bridgeport something. I don't know.
Well, I remember when it was the Rib House, I bought a car at Ager Subaru.
Oh, me too.
And
I wrote a
is that what
letter
you
and
got?
I wrote a letter and put them out of business, bastards.
So I bought an Impreza there with
Me too.
my ex-wife. And
That was the first
and
Subaru
the
dealership.
salesman told us, "You got to go over there and you got to get some ribs. They're great."
How about that?
And I think we got ribs and took them home. And that was it. I forgot about it. And then
Did you eat them in the new Subaru?
we ate them when we got home. I was living in Roxborough at the time.
Gotcha.
And
So they were cold. by the
fast
time-
forward, I moved here in 2002. And
Thank you,
still-
Terry.
Still didn't think about the Rib House too much. It just wasn't on my radar. Music wasn't on my radar. I'd kind of retired from music. I was doing my career. I was doing the corporate thing. And I found myself in a situation where I was single again. And I got into a band. And next thing I know, lo and behold, we're booked at the Rib House. And, I'd been going to the open mics there. I went there and I went to the Wit Pain. And, it became a part of my life. Yeah. Those two bars, the Whip Pain and the Rib House, were, I don't know how I would have gotten through that time. To be quite honest, it wasn't for the alcohol. There was alcohol at home. The social aspect
100%.
of being there transitioned me. And I do have a term for people that go to see certain bands and any band for a period of time. You will always have people called pits. People in transition.
Going through what they're going
Oh,
through.
is that what that is?
And I was a pit when I was going to the open mics. Mm-hmm. And the open mics helped me build old school Mach 1, which we were called Stumpy Jones, but many versions of old school came from the open mics. It was awesome. The musicians that were there, and and organically we grew and found people, and now it's a whole different thing now. But thank God for those two places, and then thank God for Screwballs.
100%. Those three right there. That's
Taking
the holy trilogy right there, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And there is something special about all three of them. And I look back at the last 20 years, and I would say 85% of my closest relationships came from those three places.
Isn't that cool?
And it really is cool. And you go through different phases in life, but the most genuine, real people. And what I loved about, the Rib House, especially starting, it was a musician's bar. So
it is.
The person to your left and right either played or was a huge fan. So either way, you had something to talk about. It didn't matter.
You never know who you're going to run into there.
No.
There could be a rock star standing right next to you. You wouldn't know.
Yep.
That's
Or it
why
could be Daryl.
I saw Daryl this weekend. So I went over. My drummer Mike, in addition to being a very talented drummer, is also a sound man, and he also happens to work for my wife's company, which is an audiovisual company. But he was doing sound over at the casino this weekend. So my bass player from my band Instinct and we went to dinner at Creed's, and then we stopped over to see Mike. And there's Daryl.
Of course. He lives at that casino.
It was great because I'd never, believe it or not, I'd never seen Southern, Shot of Southern. It was the first time I ever saw them. Now, I know that there's been some personnel changes because I kind of keep up with the pictures, and I didn't see one of the guys in the band, but they were great, man.
They're a fantastic band, and fortunate enough, we've been working with those folks for a long time. Larry, who does them every week, but Jim and I, the lead singer, we just talked. We're gonna put together a nice new lighting package for those guys and go on tour with them and really step up that show.
That's
for them.
awesome.
They're fantastic, and they've done a phenomenal job. And
he's incredible.
I can't say I'm a huge country guy, but I got to tell you, they did it right, man. They just absolutely did exactly what this region needed, and they were really the first to bring major, widespread country cover acts to the area, and I love what they do.
And I love the fact that there is a rock aspect.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
100%.
So I'm standing with Mike. So they brought their sound guy. So Mike's like, I'll do lights for you. So I'm over here with him. He's doing lights, and I'm watching the drummer, and then I look at his drum kit, and I'm like, that's an old Tama kit. I'm like, that guy's a metal guy. And so I said to Mike, that's an old Tama kit. And he's like, yo, you should have heard his sound check. That guy's a metal guy all the way.
All the way.
And it's just. I remember when the transition in the 90s took place and the grunge thing happened, and then the indie music came out. A lot of the metal guys, hey Joby, a lot of the metal guys all moved to Nashville and transitioned into country.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's terrifying.
Cinderella guys, right? Yeah, Tom Kiefer, Jeff LaBar.
Yeah, Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff grew up around the corner from me.
The band Accept.
Yeah.
So I know Jeff pretty well. I don't know him I didn't know him to call him.
His wife, girlfriend at the time when I was a kid, I was really close friends with his wife's little brother. So we grew up 2 blocks apart.
So you went to the Red Garter.
Can I tell you a great story about Jeff? It's really funny.
Please do.
So I was in Bonner at the time, high school, and terrible band, right? We sucked. And Jeff's girlfriend's little brother, I won't say names, was in a band, and they were okay. So they were at the talent show, and the talent show was a big deal. And my brother, who was the class president of the senior year, he got to announce the talent show here at Bonner, right? So he announces each act. Well, what do you know? Jeff LaBar comes in because he's got all the gear, right? Sure. He's letting his girlfriend's little brother use the stuff.
Oh man!
But he says immediately, "I'm not here. This isn't about me." He was a really cool guy like that.
No,
he didn't want to be in the press. He didn't want to be. Well, my brother. Well, come on, he's not going to let this go.
No.
So Jeff's hiding behind. He sets up all the gear, and it's time. And he's about to announce the kids' band, and of course Jeff's back behind getting things. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff LaBar. He was so pissed off. He was so mad at my brother. Brought it right to the forefront. But no, Jeff was a great guy, and what a terrible loss. But I have an affinity for all those lower Delco guys that kind of made it.
Oh, that was a scene.
Kind of made it.
Now, were you at Bonner when didn't they get the Hooters? Didn't you guys win the write-in contest?
So I think so. That was
theoretically won the write-in contest.
That was just before me, and
okay.
I can tell lots of stories there. But so
I remember because I was at Carroll, and we stopped having SSR, and we were writing those fucking things to try and because there was a contest to try to get the Hooters
to get them to play
come to play at your school.
That's right.
So years later, I'm working at this company over in Malvern, and I'm talking to this guy Mike, who's one of the supervisors. He's like, "Yeah, I went to Bonner." I'm like, "Oh, you did?" He goes, "Yeah, hey man, you know what? you ever see that Hooters video? Like the one with the cars.
The original
That's
one?
his brother's car.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, wait a minute, didn't you tell me you were Bonner when the Hooters played? He goes, yeah. I'm like, you fucking cheaters.
That's right. Total cheaters. You know, it's funny. So I was, one of my real close friends was, his older brother was roommates with Tommy Conwell. So that's how I got into music, right? I got to watch Tommy as a young kid playing.
Small.
And Danny Horan and Tommy were roommates. And I got to carry Tommy's amps around as a kid. And that's what made me want to play. When I saw Tommy get up on a bar and walk, I have to do that. And that's the reason I picked up a guitar. I sucked. I still suck. But that's the reason I picked it up. And then I got to work with Tommy these last few years. You know, we do sound for him a lot. And it's such a pleasure and just such a cool, full circle moment. But that's how I got to meet Steve Mountain and the Hooters and all that stuff. And
you pinch yourself.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening?
It's incredible.
So my singer, Terry, she lives around the corner from Tommy. Mm-hmm. So we're familiar with Tommy. I haven't run into Tommy in years. I don't know. But Jeff LeBar used to come to the Red Garter.
Yeah.
And I played the Red Garter for probably 3 or 4 years. We were there once a month, playing down there at the Garter. Instinct, not old school, And he was always just the nicest guy in the world.
Super nice guy.
He'd pull his 944 up on the
I remember that.
That's right.
Is it red?
I think it was red.
It has to be red.
Me and my ex-girlfriend from years and years ago, we were in the Springfield Mall in the record store, browsing, picking up whatever. And he walks in. It was right around Long Cold Winter, when Long Cold Winter, the album dropped. Yeah. He came in with a stack of Long Cold Winter albums, right?
Signed him.
And he's wearing this fucking plaid green black suit, just standing out like he's on fire, My girlfriend freaked out. She wouldn't go anywhere near him. Hid to the back of the store because she got so embarrassed to be in the presence of
rock
the
royalty.
Local rock royalty.
Yeah. Especially when you think about PA and Delco.
And he was in the and he drove.
Hell, Pat's
drove
Dogs.
up in the
You remember that commercial?
I do.
their first gig, right? Pat's Chili Dogs.
We've actually played that on here.
Did you?
Oh, Terry just said, I guess it's Tommy Conwell. His wife cuts my husband's hair.
How about that?
So there you go.
And he's been with his wife a long time. She's a great lady. But no, Tommy is the reason. If people ask, what got you in music, it's Tommy and Steve Ray Vaughan. When I watched those two
That's
play,
cool.
I had to do it. Just wish I could get a little bit closer, but I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, but you're making your mark now, and that's all that matters.
I'm trying.
So for me, and I always talk about me when I talk to people here. For me, it was Kiss and my grandfather.
My
grandfather was a guitar player.
His grandfather was in Kiss.
Now, what kind of guitar was he playing? Was it more classical? Was
They're
it
in the other
rockabilly?
room. So
Really?
he played just traditional kind of big band stuff.
Yeah.
He played a Guild D25, which I have, and a T50. He also played viola, violin, and a myriad of mandolin.
So you just got to watch him doing that growing up and said, I want to kind of do that.
I never got to see him perform.
No?
I got to see him play in the house.
Yeah, but that's more important to me.
Because he moved in with us when I was a kid. And whenever I went somewhere as a kid, if there was a band or a musician or an organ player or whatever, I was right at their side the whole time they were playing. What are you doing? Every time they took a break. What? So you have a wire going.
Taking a
in there.
break, kid.
Where
Fuck off.
Where does that go? What does it do? What's that pedal do? Like I was all up their ass the whole time, trying to understand what was happening and get inside their head, because I had plans in my head of what I wanted to be Kiss too. I wanted to be,
Well,
Paul
doesn't that do
Stanley.
it though? That's, to me, I wanted to be that. It wasn't about the playing for me. I just saw what it was and went, I got to do that. I want that.
Yeah.
Not the playing part. I mean, yes, I wanted that, but
Sure.
I wanted that. I wanted what was happening, and
That was
for
the
you,
means to the end.
Correct. Yeah. And I said, I'll do what I have to do. So I went out and bought like some shitty little Cort guitar. It was terrible.
Did we all?
And my poor mother, my poor mother had to put up with it.
I had a Hondo.
But
Memphis.
I
Les
just
Paul
wanted to be
copy.
that guy, right? And
Remember the Memphis?
I have a body for Memphis in the other room.
I still have my first Epiphone sitting over there. The kid stole it.
It's funny, the way that things germinate.
Yeah.
And how you follow through on that. And
All these gardening metaphors tonight.
well, I like the movie.
He cut the lawn today.
I did,
say.
and I love the movie Being There. So if you watch that movie, it all makes sense. And if you haven't watched that movie, Watch that movie.
You're a jerk. Oh,
great.
sorry. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Sorry.
So for me, it was the summer of '77.
Star Wars.
I was on vacation, and I went to a record store, and I bought my first Kiss record, which was Rock and Roll Over.
Nice.
And 2 days later, we were supposed to go to Six Flags, it wasn't graded venue, it was Six Flags. We were supposed to go to Six Flags over Atlanta, and it rained. And my father came in the morning and said, "It's raining." And I'm like,
I'm not going.
"Well, what's that mean?" He goes, "We're not going to the amusement park."
Hope you brought a book.
He said, "But we're going to go to the movies and see a movie called Star Awards." Star Awards? What is that?
Star
I don't
Awards.
He always kind of jumbled things up. All the kids love it. You're going to love it. Dad, it sounds like it's about the Oscars or something. He goes, "You're going to the movies. You're going to shut up. You're going to like it."
You gotta be kidding me. I bugged my parents for 3 months to see that movie. I saw 2 trailers for it on TV. That's it.
I didn't know anything about it.
The only reason I knew about it previous to that was I was in Buckley's Pharmacy. Remember them?
Yeah, well, no.
Okay. The old pharmacy,
I
King
didn't
of
live
Prussia,
here.
107 years
I'm a
ago.
Philly guy.
And I'm in there, and my mom's off, like, buying water pills or something to make her have diarrhea. And I'm over by the books, and there was the first edition of Star Wars. It was a white cover, way different than the book you probably know now with this giant Darth Vader hand on it. And I was like, "Oh, what's that eerie fucking thing?" And I'm looking at it, and I didn't buy it. And I'm like, "Okay, I don't want that in my house." And then, like, I don't know, a month later, I see a promo for it. I'm like, "Son of a bitch, that's that
Star
book."
Wars.
And I got all into it, and I bugged the shit. I remember following my mother around the yard. She's trying to do something just to get away from me. And I'm like, "Yeah, and this guy's been..." Finally, my dad's like, "Get in the car. We're going to go see the goddamn movie." And he drove me all the way up to, like, Fairless Hills to see it.
How about that?
And
Did you have to stand in line? Was it?
I
was
don't
it crazy
think we
yet?
did, but there's a thing where people say they saw the movie and there were scenes in the movie early on that weren't in later cuts.
For sure.
And George Lucas is like, "That's a bunch of bullshit." And I'm like, "Yeah, you put him in the newest edition, you dick. I remember
You
seeing
added
him
him back, right?
Yeah, because I remember seeing the conversation with Luke and Biggs in the hangar before the Death Star fight. That was in the cut I saw.
Huh.
And he's
I
like,
couldn't tell
he's
you.
like, "That's the Mandela effect." I'm like, "Fuck you, George. It wasn't supposed to be his father either. Why was he kissing his sister? Come on, man."
That's all the dorks talk about that. But I mean,
Well, I'm sorry, I'm just not into incest.
no, I talk about it too. But but I remember sitting there as The Crawl came out.
Yeah.
That's what I remember the most. I went,
The Crawl.
Right.
the words.
Yeah,
Well, I know what the Crawl is.
And I sat there and I went, what is this? What is this?
I have to read. I'm at a movie. I have to read.
I looked at my father and I'm like, are we in the right movie theater?
But just before Star Wars came out,
And
they were
then-
putting Flash Gordons on Channel 17.
Oh,
That's
There you
great,
go.
Jim. You're blowing my story.
Go on.
You ruined it. So I'm sitting there and I'm
Let me
watching
check my
this-
Ouija board. How can I fuck him over some more?
You just did it again. So it's coming over, and then all of a sudden, the ship comes on,
Yeah.
and it was a life-changing moment for me. I was like,
For a lot of kids.
this is what I don't know what this is, but I want a part of this.
It was the music
huge.
like reached a crescendo as you
the
saw.
reason
It was
I just saw the
incredible.
planet. and
Barely
you're like,
made it through fifth
You're
and
like,
sixth
what the
grade,
fuck
yeah.
was this? And then all of a sudden the ship goes by, and you're like,
Whoa! And
we're 40 seconds into the movie.
I mean, and I had an appreciation.
And
at
the
that
ships
point
are shooting
for
at each
classical
other.
music that I never.
And there's
had.
robots. What the fuck?
It was the greatest moment, and so I say that trip was the moment that changed the entire trajectory of my entire life. I was all of 10 years old.
How about that?
And I went to school for radio, television, and film because of that. I took up guitar because of Kiss and my grandfather. I mean, like everything I've done in my life, other than make my son, because I don't know how I can group that in there. But, well, actually I can
You
because
saw your parents having sex, and you're like, I want to do that too.
I met my wife at a gig, my ex-wife.
There you go.
So
because of that.
it all comes together. No pun intended. So yeah, there's these transcendent moments that happen in our lives.
Yep.
Yes, there are.
I
That
had none of that. I just went with it.
but you're a different breed, Jim.
Yeah,
You're a free feeling guy.
that's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Enigma.
I wouldn't call him enigma. Jovi says if you say kiss more than 3 times, you owe Gene Simmons $500.
That is a true statement.
All right.
He'll
What's up,
take it.
Joby?
Oh, is it that time, Jim?
It's that time.
It's the other that time.
And try out the shit beer, huh?
You know, you're probably gonna hate it.
It looks fancy.
It's in a bottle. That's all you know.
It looks like a fancy bottle. It doesn't look like a normal bottle.
It's a brown bottle. What the hell are you talking
It's a little
about?
stubby.
Hey, it's thick. I swear there's more in here.
You bought an IPA?
It's a rye IPA. I like rye.
I am shocked.
I do like rye.
I love rye bread.
That's why I'm not sure anybody's gonna like it, because it's gonna be kind of
Well, I
spicy.
love rye bread, so I'm probably going to love this. We'll see what happens.
All right, let's see what we got.
Torpedo. Rye torpedo.
So you got to give this a rating of 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Yeah. And be honest.
I will be honest. But
Jim's-
you got to remember, you're talking to a kid from Delco that couldn't afford. I mean, Bush was like the cream of the crop at the time.
Black
So, I mean,
We
label.
were drinking Miller, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Genesee.
Wow,
I like it.
it's very reddish.
Oh, it's made by Sierra Nevada too.
It's got it.
All right.
Oh,
Fancy,
I love
fancy
Sierra
shit.
Nevada.
See, I thought you kind of liked this. Sort
I
of
love
stuff.
Sierra
Thanks for
Nevada.
having me, inviting me on here. Nick.
Oh, it's
Thank
got
you.
a nice aroma.
Cheers.
It's got that Sierra Nevada smell.
It's definitely an IPA.
It's an IPA. The minute it goes in, you know that.
That's good. Oh, I can taste the rye.
Yeah,
Totally taste the rye.
it's spicy. All right, let me do let me get my.
It's got a bitter end.
It definitely has the bitter IPA, flagship hit as soon as it goes
Grabbing
in.
you.
Yep.
Right? Never thought in my life I would analyze beer on a podcast. So there's a
different world.
There's a video podcast where they eat chicken wings. Have you ever
I've seen that when it's super hot ones too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and they get hotter and hotter. That's actually quite comical.
I love that
I
show.
do enjoy watching it.
I don't know how people do it. Like
tell
I'd be
you.
on the third one, I'd be like, I don't fucking care.
That's me too. The sweat starts, but you see some of these people, they're on 7 or 8, and sweat just
Oh, yeah.
starts.
Yeah, but like, and I saw Daniel Radcliffe, fucking Harry Potter, and he's on the last one. He goes, "Oh, I like this one." I'm like, "Fuck you! Why are you not dying?"
Yeah, no, I-
Magic. But I love that because the premise of the show is the chicken wing.
right.
And
But the
hot
interview
sauce,
happens.
But the interview happens. And it does take a different twist.
And I would say it drives at certain places. It's kind of
So
cool.
I'm wondering if we should just start with the beers and keep them flowing. Maybe we should do like 2 or 3 beers a night.
No, we just have to change them up. But this is shocking because I don't like IPAs.
No, I love this, dude.
But this, I don't
I'm
mind.
gonna
Like,
give this an 8.
I like a red IPA.
And I think if I had 2 of these, by the second one I'd be saying 10.
But this doesn't have that, like, I'm not getting that, like, pine sol back end on it.
Well, that's where I was going to go. So I'm not a huge IPA guy either. I was always a straight up Miller Lite kind of guy.
Me too.
And I would typically take an IPA and go, ugh. Right? It has that sharp,
Yeah.
And then on the back end, like you were saying, it kind of ruins the rest of
You
the
feel
night.
like- you feel
This
like you-
thing's got some balance
It's a
to it. It's
little
kind of
bit of-
nice.
You
And
kind of get that feeling like you just climbed a pine tree and licked your fingers.
Pretty much. And here's the thing. I would never order an IPA at a bar. It's just too heavy for me. It's too sharp. But if I had to drink an IPA, it would be this one. And I've had a lot of them. It's pretty darn good.
It is.
It's really well balanced, and it's the way you would think it should taste.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, that's not terrible.
I,
I thought I was going to give it a 2 when I started before I opened it, and then here we are. It's
I
probably
paused for
7 or
a
8.
while,
I
like,
think
because I'm looking.
it's because of Sierra Nevada.
It's not just that. I think it's because of the rye in it. The rye is spicy. It gives it a little bit of a kick, and it takes away a lot of that resin taste. And that's the only reason I grabbed this. Otherwise, I would have just vomited on it like I do usually and kept walking.
Well, there's that stain over there.
Well, that's not my fault. I'm actually going to give this one an 8 too.
That's pretty good. I was going to say 7.5 for me, and 5 is a high score for me for an IPA.
Okay.
What do you think, Nick?
Larry says he used to drink Bush
Bush.
back in his Tacony days.
I was going to say, yeah, we're right there with you.
Larry, do
Old
you remember-
Milwaukee was a good night too, if you got that.
You remember the beers we used to have at the parties on Ridge Avenue, my house when I lived there? Was whatever I could get that was on sale.
Now Larry's eating tomahawk steaks on Sundays after
you
a good
go.
weekend at Seaport Pier.
I love that.
Jim, it's certainly
deserves
for
it,
me.
too.
It's the best of what you've brought so far that I've been here.
I try to impress. I
Nick,
always
if you
fail.
come every week, you'll find out there's a whole lot more going on.
It's kind of too bitter for me. I don't really care for it. I like sweeter beers, but out of what you've served me so far, this is the best of the lot. So
That was
I'll
a
give it
very
a 6.
nice
I'll
endorsement.
give it a
Oh,
6.
nice, very nice. I always say like I'd give like I'd say like I used to say Yingling Lager would be about a 5, but I'm revising that. I think that's more like a 7.
Yingling Lager.
See, I do because it's kind of an amber lager. I don't mind that.
I don't know why. I just don't care for it. I give it like a 3. You know, like it's a 3 or 4 for me.
But you drink Miller Lite. I mean, that's like
Well,
water
that's
with a hint of
for
ale
me.
in
That's
it.
what it was. When you drink a Miller Lite, anything with a hit or an aftertaste, it's no good. So
Yeah, the Miller
that's why
Lite's-
typically I can't do
it's
those types of beers.
non-invasive.
Right.
And to me, it's like it's hydration.
And I could drink 39 of them.
So, like when I'm playing a gig, that's what I like to drink because I won't get totally fucked up. But if I remember when IPAs came out, I remember I was playing at Reed's, and I forget what IPA I was having.
It just sold that building, by the way.
I heard, yeah. And I'm drinking IPAs all night, and I don't know that these things are like lethal.
I was gonna say.
And by the end of the night, I'm like, I gotta drive home. This isn't good.
Oh, I remember that night.
You weren't there. This is pre-you.
It was another night.
The last time I was in that building, Vanilla Ice played.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's the last time I was in that building. That's a true story.
Did he sell it out?
Well, I don't know, but we worked in not too far. We were right off Germantown
there
and
10
Old
people
Arch,
there or 100
and
people
we were all at work, and one of the girls that we worked with was like, "Oh, Vanilla Ice is playing. We should all," and we all did. Like 30 of us went, and it was
Wow.
ridiculous. But we
Was
did.
it before or after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
God only knows.
When he was on the soundtrack for
That would have been
that.
cool to be there. I would have liked to have seen
It was
that.
nuts, but that was got to be. I'm assuming it was early 2000s, 3, 4, 5,
Wow.
somewhere in there. That was the last time I was in that
I was
building.
changing diapers.
Yeah.
Great place though, a lot of history.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a neat place.
And I cut you off. I'm sorry. You
No,
were talking
no.
about playing there, and I cut you
No,
off.
that was it. I was just like.
That's what you do here, Joe. You cut everybody. We all cut. Everybody cuts.
Fair
These guys.
It's
cut
all
each
about,
other off.
and Jim and I play off of that. You know, it's all fun and games.
So it's only 6.2.
It's not
percent,
bad.
So it's not bad.
Not bad.
But yeah, I thought the rye would cut it out, make it a little nicer. So I figured I'd give it.
No,
a
it's
try.
good, dude. It's good. Just
Yeah, it was
imagine
right.
if it was like in a whiskey cask.
Well, I stopped doing that because
I said that
Nancy.
right, right? Did I
Yes,
say-
Nancy was very upset about those beer
Oh yeah, I know.
because she was just like, "Why are you bringing that stuff in?" Because it's like liquid flame, like it's like 200% alcohol, and it's like they take whatever the hell Innocent Gun does it all the time, and they're great.
Nancy is my wife.
Yes,
Got it.
If you want to try some amazing like cask aged beer, Innocent Gun. They have like Irish lagers and ales and stuff, and they put them in whiskey or rum or different kinds, and they just age them in that for a while.
Oh, smart.
And it comes out, and it's like, I love this, and I think I'm gonna die. It's like I think the lightest.
Just
is
roll
like-
the cask in and leave it in the basement?
Just throw me into a grave and hand me a beer. It's about. I think they started about 8%, and I found these the first time over at Epcot. We walked in.
That's awesome.
We were in Britain, and they had
Disney's
Innocent Gun.
introducing,
And
I love
lots
that.
of high volume alcohol.
When I used to live in Florida, I fucking hated Epcot. It was so boring. I didn't know there was anything to do in that big ball. Nobody told me anything. We just walked around this stupid park, and I'm like, "What is there to do here?" So
That's
there was.
all of a sudden
Angriest kid
I'm
ever.
adult.
Oh, I hated it. I was
The
so
anger has
angry.
come out tonight.
There's a picture of me walking through Disney. Like I fucking hate this place. So like. Yeah, and then we went back when Caitlin was like 4, and then we went again when she was a little older. Like we thought, well, let's go one more time when she's like 12 or something, and then we'll never fucking come here again. And we went to Epcot, and I'm like, oh, fuck me, Epcot.
Wait
the
a minute.
most pointless amusement park on earth.
here. I can.
No, I didn't know any of that. I'm just like, maybe I'll die of sunstroke and the day will end early. And we walk in, and there's like a little beer vendor. It's like little countries. I never knew there were fucking countries there. That's a
And
fucking
you can
child.
get
I wanted rides.
different beer in every country.
I'm like, I want to go to fucking Space Mountain. Why are we here?
See, now it's
There
more,
were when
it's
I was
more ride oriented.
When I was there,
now.
there were there were hardly any rides. It was like the people.
early day, there were
mover.
like 2 rides in the whole place.
Yeah,
it was
that was
terrible.
Yeah, it's like you sit there like it's what is it like?
It's
It's a small word.
No,
and it's
that's
like,
that's over it.
Oh, yeah, that's Disney.
no,
Or-
but it's
or-
in Disney, and just like, oh, I want to fucking die.
I just remember taking my really young kids, 2, 3, 4 years old, to Epcot and going, "What the fuck am I here for? Like, what is the point of this place?"
but then all of a
It's
sudden there was.
about-
It did improve over the years, but
Yeah.
at first it was like, why are we here?
Then they
So
got
what-
beer.
What I used to do, and when my kid was little, we would go there. We didn't go there in the daytime. We went
at
there
night.
at night.
You go for the fireworks.
We go there for dinner and fireworks.
There you go.
So it's all of a sudden.
I made the mistake of walking around that place
you
trying
have
to find something
until
to do.
you know, right?
Like, what is that? What? There's.
Well,
So
I
go to-
fucking
spent
churro.
three months of paychecks to go,
Yeah.
for 8 hours and go. I just wasted.
You know what's worse is Animal Kingdom. If
Yeah.
I want to go to
Well.
a ghetto in Africa, I will fucking get my shots and go and get Ebola. But no, I'm serious. It looks like a fucking blown out piece of fucking the Congo. I mean, literally, it looks shitty. They made it look shitty.
They made it look like shit.
And you're walking through this shitty place. Like, why am I here? There's nothing here I want.
I just wanted to do that
They had
one,
the big
like that
tree.
one ride on the river. That's all I cared about.
Yeah, I
doing.
wanted-
And then I was like, I'm done.
That was closed the day I was there.
Of course. Well, then you got the worst. of
We
it.
did the animal park, and the animals were just like, "Fuck you."
Fuck you, it's hot.
They're hiding behind rocks and shit. I'm like,
They're
oh my
making
God.
me. They're making me stay here and look
I,
at you.
I stayed at the hotel, the Animal Kingdom.
Oh, where they come right up to your room
And
and
that
eat,
was
eat
great.
shit.
That was better than.
Oh, when I was
than-
there, all I realized was, okay, flies live in Africa. That's it, flies, and there were a couple of alligators that weren't
should've
fucking
fit
supposed
right
to be
in,
there.
Jim.
Yeah, so I'm getting pissed off at that, and then we try to leave.
Wait.
I'm like, yeah, I'm pissed, believe it or not. And I'm like, all right, let's just fucking get out of here and go anywhere else. Let's go back to Epcot. They have beer.
I want to get him
so
high
we-
and see what happens.
We turn around. Oh, I just get weird. I turned around to
My point.
I turned around to try to leave, and they closed the road. They wouldn't let you go out. And every time I tried to turn around and get out of the place, they'd block it off, and we'd walk around the whole fucking park. By the time we got to whatever the hell that ride is, it's like on a mountain or whatever.
The one that goes. Yeah, I never got
Yeah.
on that line was too long, but the one that goes all the way up. Yeah.
We were there, and it was like I just want to get the fuck out of here. And this guy, this I don't know, he's like Japanese or something. He's like, oh, do you want me to take a picture of you and your family? I'm like, no, I do not want a picture of my fucking family. And I was just like, and he took a picture of us, and it's like, my wife and kid are smiling. I'm just like,
Find that picture, Jim.
Miserable.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
fi-
I would
I'll
like
find
to.
that
I would like
picture.
to see that photo.
I was so fucking pissed.
What a shame, dude. See, I haven't had that.
hate that place.
That experience when I've been to Orlando, but I go to Universal more.
It's like,
than
I'll just
I
go to
do-
Camden next time.
Oh,
It's the same thing. It's a shithole.
oh, Jim.
Oh, you like Camden?
So Larry's asking you to tell the famous soundman joke.
Oh, Larry, you can't do that. I can't tell that joke nearly as well as you do. You're far better at it than I. We should bring you on camera and you do it. And by the way, I'm not a sound guy, so I'm not allowed to tell those jokes. I'm a terrible sound
You're
guy.
the manager. You can tell.
The
it.
manager. You know what that means? Don't touch the faders. That's what it means.
He hires
Do you
people to
think
tell the
Larry
joke.
lets me get anywhere near that board or iPad when I show up?
I tell stories about Larry. So
Let's please tell stories about Larry because I love the guy, and it'd be nice to make a little fun of him.
Larry, he expressed interest
Quite
in
contrary.
wanting to do sound. It was at one of the parties that I had on Ridge Avenue at my house, and he was playing acoustic guitar and all that. And I just remember like, oh, good luck with that, And
You encouraged him.
Fast forward many years later, I'm at Sweeney's, and Instinct is getting ready to play there, and he was doing like this festival thing. I don't know if we were there for, it was like a 2-gig day where there were multiple bands.
Sure.
But in any case, I'm watching like bands get up, and there's bands with like 10 people up there. That's not a problem. He gets up there, gets it all set up,
Yep.
and I'm standing in the audience and I'm listening. And I'm a pretty discerning listener when it comes to music in general,
I've learned that about you.
especially sound. And the most minute piece of instrument on stage, and I don't know exactly what it was audible.
Yep.
And it was in a space.
That
by
fucking
itself.
kazoo is not tuned.
But that's the key. You just nailed it, right? So when you have a sound man that can find the space, right? Because a lot of people don't understand. There's only a certain range, right?
That's right.
And the notes all occur in this range, whether it's you look at it in hertz or however you want to look at it. Everything has to have
A place.
A place. And when people don't understand what sound men do, they think it's volume. It's got nothing to do with volume, right? And you have to find the place. And when you look at intricate mixing, large scale rooms, bounce, walls, lots of instruments,
Come into consideration.
everyone in the room that doesn't know anything, it's too loud. I can't. it's all about finding space and who's best at it, right?
Larry is
We are
one
so
of those
lucky to
guys.
have him with
I'm
us.
so
And
happy
he-
for you.
3
so glad
millimeters
we-
taken off that pan
We
flute.
found him a few years back at Seaport and got connected. And there's just, you go to any show that Larry's mixing and you just nailed it. There's space for everything, because I come from the recording world, right? I was always a big production guy, lights, sound, big production, but I wasn't a sound guy. I knew what I heard, but I didn't understand it. In a studio, it's all planned, so it's real easy to find space. Don't get me wrong,
There's
it's a hard
nuance
job
to it, though.
It's a hard job, but you can plan it. You can find the space, you can find the slot, you can put the instrument in, and you get to mix and post. When it's live, it's real time. So
And
people don't understand the value of a sound guy is not, oh, it sounds good. It's finding the space so the
you
entire
have to find that
performance
slot.
is heard.
Because if you've ever been at a show and you go, I don't understand what's happening, and the term I use, it sounds like mud.
Yep, mud.
That's because the sound person isn't doing their job correctly.
Or they don't know how to do it, or they can't, right?
Maybe
and it's
they
not
can't.
easy to do.
And conversely, when you're on the stage, I don't use in-ears, but people use in-ears, and the same thing goes for that. The monitor mix is extremely important if the same person is doing that.
That's right.
And Larry's one of those
He
guys.
does both.
He can do it, both of those, perfectly. And Joby, I'm not negating you. You are very
We're going to
good.
get to Joby in a few minutes.
But-
I love Joby.
But I've known Larry since we were like in 5th grade, so I'm going to go with Larry for
No,
the
there's
moment.
just something about the way he not only handles the stage, the people, because it's all
And his
part of it, right?
demeanor is
Exactly, it's all part of it.
Lovely.
You look at the old angry sound guys, right? What happens?
Oh.
Well, you immediately start on a bad note, right? He's yelling at this one, that one's yelling, this guy's mad at this one. Larry has a way of just easing in,
Calm down.
calming it. I got it. We're there. He hears you, acknowledges you, takes a song, gets it all in, and then you go, holy shit.
This was the greatest. It makes, as a musician, when you're with a sound person that is responsive and good. I do a thing where I'm on stage and I try to make it simple for them. I will look at them. I will point at my microphone.
The universal language.
And then tap at my ear.
And point up or
and
down.
Point up or down.
All while holding a switchblade in the other hand.
And not missing a note,
and not
right?
missing a note. And I will do that with, I might look over at the bass player and say something's happening. And the really good ones,
they're watching the whole time.
they're watching. And when I used to, I remember back in the 80s, there was a guy named Hoppy Riddle. Hoppy's a dear friend of mine. He worked at the Red Garter. He worked with Brittany Fox. And Hoppy was extremely responsive.
Yep.
And he taught me a lot about sound. And he helped me build a PA system when I didn't have one, so that I could go out and play when the guy who had our PA for old school exit stage left. And Hoppy never left the board.
That's right.
But you would go to some places.
Oh, he's off having a smoke.
Out the door they went.
I got it leveled. I'm out. Right.
If you didn't give them a line of Coke, they weren't going to stay at the board.
That's right. What could possibly change?
And that was
That was definitely
disappointing.
the 80s.
It really was. And especially with original music, nobody knows your songs.
They don't know the song. They know what's coming next.
When's the solo coming up?
Right.
Oh, well. So when I got back into music and I was doing covers, we didn't have a sound guy. I knew that there was nobody there to boost my volume.
You had to.
I had to. So I developed early on in my effects loop, I put a volume pedal in.
Mm-hmm.
I put a bottle cap or a volume knob underneath the pedal.
So you had a limiter.
So I had a limiter. So I knew if I went to this is as loud as I'm going to get.
Right.
Had it taped in there. And that's how I did my solos. Eventually I was able to afford some more better
Digital
equipment,
gear.
and I was able to do that.
You upgraded the bottle cap.
And then I went to the Maces, and they have the solo channel, which makes things really easy. But now I want to get a different amp, and that's a whole nother story. And they don't have some of them don't have that. But you couldn't rely on anybody. There was no person.
But for example, so you're a performer, right? So I've watched you and you're phenomenal. I love how passionate you get when you're up on a stage, and it's enjoyable to watch people that genuinely love what they're doing. a lot of people don't take note, right, of a sound guy. So a sound guy sees it totally different, right? Larry just recently, right, had a show at Seaport, I think Bonehead, and it was just an incredible night, right? It was one of those nights where it just worked. Most people probably wouldn't know, right? But you walk off a show one night and you go, it just felt right. It was perfect. It was awesome.
Oh.
And when you get those as a sound guy, to me, that's when you've hit the pinnacle, because when you can say to yourself, because we're all so critical, I'm sure you are as a musician too, right? So critical of what we do. When you just have that night that just everything went right. And it wasn't just that the band was good. The band's got to be good, right? You can't mix shit. So when the bands are all on and then you get to have that fun where you find that slot for everything, it just worked. So it is nice. And a lot of people just don't get that. I'm sure it's the boring side of music, but
it's 50%
for us guys,
of what's happening.
Well, and that's the shame of it all is so many people in this business don't understand that part of it. There are bands that do, and it's really nice and a pleasure to work with them. There are bands that don't understand that guy's been there for 5 hours before you. He's already looked at the room. He's already tuned everything out. And then you show up and add shit you didn't tell him about, and it screws up the entire night. And guess what? He just makes it work, and no one appreciates it. So it is hard because you can never explain it. But I will tell you, it is an honor to work with guys like Joby and Larry that just get that part, and they don't get upset about it. If a lead singer has a bad night, guess what? He's going to walk off stage pretty upset, right? Because everybody noticed. Sound guys, no one's, they can walk off having the best night of their life, and no one's patting them on the back. So it's
I'm
nice
going
when these
up
guys
and telling
get it.
them what a great
well,
job
I'm glad
they
you
did,
do, because not many people do.
I appreciate it, and it makes my job easier. If I can't hear myself or I can't hear the vocals, because for me, vocals are the most important.
It's the driver for you, right?
Listen,
Because
sometimes
we cue our parts
singers,
off the vocals.
Yes,
As a guitar
because
player.
sometimes
Yeah,
a singer,
bass player sees it differently.
singer loses their place. If you keep just doing the song the way it goes, and they missed an entire verse,
Yeah, that doesn't work.
all of a sudden it's a shit show.
Right.
Sometimes you have to double back and do that chorus 2 times, or double that verse sometimes because they missed coming in.
Yeah.
Now, I know that there are a lot of bands that play the click tracks and they have programmed music, and that singer's just effed out the ass if they don't do it. We try to...
Out or in?
Either way.
Okay.
Carry on, Paul.
I just wanted to clarify. Sorry, excuse me.
At that point, you have to carry on, and I get that. There's a whole thing that goes on there, and that singer better be on point.
That's right.
I've played with a bunch of singers that are definitely in that realm, but the old school guys, and I don't, no pun intended, the old school singers, they are more akin to just going with the flow and seeing how it goes and watching the audience, and
that's because they're feeling the show, right?
They're feeling the show.
So
Or
we've
they
been
drank
so
too much.
fortunate to over the years get to work for some pretty legendary guys. And I'm not a name dropper, so I'm not going to sit here and talk about it. But when you get to work with these guys that have been doing this their whole career, right? Well, Bice is always number one. But honestly, it's incredible for me when you're dealing with someone that has had 1 or 2 hit songs.
Bice.
Well, he's had a lot more than that. 1 or 2 hit songs, or they had a moderate or minor success, or bands that are just up and coming. They're the hardest ones to work with. But then you get the opportunity to work with someone who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or someone who has had, unbelievable success, the top of the top. They're the easiest people to work with.
Because they've been in every situation.
The easiest.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I'm talking the top tier of musicians. They're so easy. And I won't talk about who, but we're working with a show in September right now with he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's incredible, 30 or 40 number 1 hits. He calls me, hey, what are you bringing? This is what I'm bringing. Okay, cool. Here's my list. I need this. You got that? You got a good sound guy? Got a good sound guy. Okay, great. Sounds awesome.
See you there.
Done. Show's over. Planning's done.
Nice.
With someone coming up, it's 19 months of text back and forth. Shoot me.
I played a show, and I'm not going to say where. It was
Where are the green M&Ms?
Probably about
We get that too.
a month or two ago, and the band's getting up, and they're sound checking, and they're driving the sound guy crazy. And I turned to one of the guys who was there, who was in one of the bands that was on earlier, and I said, "Dude, this is bullshit. Yeah. You get up, you fucking deal with it,
and the sound guy will work it out.
And they'll work it out." Like, I remember many gigs back in the old days, especially when you played the Empire Rock Club or you played the Galaxy. There was nothing. It was, play me an A chord. Okay, you're good. Go. And you just figured it out. And sometimes you couldn't hear yourself, so you walk over and you tweak your amp a little bit. Of course.
Well, we don't like it when you guys do that. You know that, right?
I know.
Don't touch the volume knob on your amp once we get started.
you get it to where you're comfortable. I mean,
no, you need to hear it. But there is a point to that.
I mean,
right?
I
it looks good on you, though.
When I used to play at Parks, the old school used to play Parks quite a bit back before COVID happened. And I would set my amp very low, and they would be like, "You need to turn up a little bit." And I was like,
really?
Well, let me interject for a second. Doesn't it get tricky there, Paul? Because you get your tone, right? And at that point,
tone's the most important part. You got to get to the point where the tone is.
There's the bloom.
Right.
It's the amp bloom. And if you don't get to the amp bloom, then you get fizz.
Right.
So, and then they're like, "Well, you should have one of those digital bullshit amplifiers."
Yeah, plug straight into the board.
So I will say this. This weekend
they're getting better. I will give it that.
They're getting much better.
They're almost there.
I played through a cab simulator with the Friedman BE 100 Deluxe, whatever, and I was so impressed with the cabinet emulator and how things sounded. And when I heard the tracks back, I went, oh, okay. Now, sorry to say this, Reggie, I was using the same tone sculpting that was used on Reggie Wu potentially. I'm not saying that happened, but it worked really well for me.
You bastard.
So it was the same amp he played through. And that was not my choice. I was just there doing my job. But it was very rewarding. And then I got the comps this week, and I played them back. Just guitar, drums, and bass, and I played them back on my my little Bose speaker, and I was like, "Ooh, that's thicker than a brick," and it made me want to take my Mesa and throw it in the trash.
Wow.
And I'm like, I need to rethink what's going on with my amp now. I there's just no low end. There's no. I have some things to figure out, and but that's neither here nor there.
I'll take one.
Because I said that because Joby's saying get the brown, get it right, the brown sound. But there is something to that.
No, there is. When you're using an amp sound, you have to get to the point where there's tone.
Right.
But then you have to let it go.
I'm almost there, Jim.
And that's where some
Jim,
guys.
you look really good in that.
I don't like wearing hats.
The hat. That is the hat.
Should wear. You look really good.
He does
in
look
that.
good in that.
I can't.
Now he's going to want to steal my hat.
To quote David Lee Roth,
Everybody
that
wants to
hat
steal my
is
hat.
you.
Nah. I would never wear a white hat. I do have the black hat.
You should
Nick
wear
saw
that.
the black hat.
Get it. Bring it.
Yeah, he does have a nice black hat.
Bring it this weekend.
I'm not wearing a hat.
Did you get the bottle opener?
I have one.
All right.
Yeah.
It's his buck tooth.
Perfect.
I have buck tooth, you freak.
I know.
Matter with you?
Why do you have to react to that?
Yeah, nice.
It's the axe. Give him the axe.
I like the axe.
Before we get off sound man, I just throw out to my sound man Dan Gerhardt. He's exceptional.
Oh, dude,
he is
Dan is amazing.
Fifth member of the fucking band, and we couldn't do it.
I'm so glad you just said that too, because that to me, when bands look at their sound man as the next member of the band, that's when it works. When they look at him as just the sound guy, it doesn't work.
I wish I had a guy every show. I wish I did. I've worked with Dan multiple times.
Exceptional.
I'll never
puts
forget.
up with my bullshit really well.
So I played at the gun club. That he does sound at this gun club all the time, and Old School's played there a bunch of times in Instinct. But I had the pleasure of working with him at Forest Lodge, and we were opening for Tease.
Okay.
I'm not trying to drop names or anything, but they brought the whole system.
Was Tim
and
there?
It's old school system. It was JBLs and power amps and one of those crowns, like 10 of those.
The coffin?
Yeah. So
Carrying those things up 3 stories of stairs?
I walk in.
God.
I get my shit warmed up, and I'm doing my sound check, and then he put me through the system. And I just sat there and I went,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, baby.
now
That's
that
rock and roll.
is rock and roll.
Yep.
I was like, wow, I feel like God up here. and Dan just he fucking nailed that old school metal tone. Oh, what a night. What a night. And I had somebody in one of the bands come up to me and compliment what I was doing that night, and it meant the world to me.
Right.
And I thank Dan for that, because I was able to hear myself. The only other time that I played on a really large stage where that happened was the TLA.
Okay.
I've never toured. I've never, I'm just a local yokel guy. The TLA, I could walk anywhere on that stage. I heard my guitar. I heard it the way it was presented. It was not compressed through some system. It was my raw tone anywhere I went on stage. And it was one of the most rewarding gigs I've ever had. And the fact that I was at the TLA made it really nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They even gave us water backstage for free.
Holy shit.
Yeah. We didn't have the Good Rider. The M&Ms weren't there, and there was no beer.
It was like the Hard Rock when someone ate all the chicken wings.
I forgot about that gig. I don't remember the sound of that show at all. I don't remember much about that show. Did I get drunk?
I took the train in, so I'm sure I did.
We gave you a ride home, I think.
Yeah.
I didn't
eventually.
drive home.
No, Nancy was there.
Yeah.
But all I remember about the whole gig was
that was cool to be there.
definitely Leopard started their set with Switch 625.
Yes.
And I lost my fucking mind. I thought that
Dude,
was so cool.
That was so cool.
Yeah, and then we
I
went
just
in the
talked to
green room,
Rich-
and there were no chicken wings.
I talked to Richie Salomon Friday night. I was on the phone with him for an hour and 15 minutes.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. He's doing real good. That was a nice conversation. Jim, I hate to tell you this, but it's that time of night.
Oh, man.
What? Is it? Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Florida, baby.
Is it this time of night?
It is.
Oh, so we should play this song.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's like Kid Rock on an alligator, isn't it?
It wasn't meant to be.
I have 2 children that live in Florida, so let's see if it's one
If
of
the
them.
G-string fits.
Hey, what are you gonna do, man? Nice. All right. So you want to explain this while I bring it on up?
I shall. Shall we?
Shall.
It shall.
This is a little game we play every week. There are going to be 6 statements on the screen. Jim will read them to you because apparently you're illiterate.
Well,
They are all headlines
they're Americans. What are you gonna do?
from Florida, from Florida news sources. All of them were really actually published, but one of them is not real, and it was made up by my good friend Jim. And it is your job to guess which one this demented motherfucker made up.
And
So
the
good luck.
prize is
Nothing.
nothing.
Jack
Just
and
bragging
shit,
rights.
and Jack is not here anymore.
But if you get it right, maybe one night this weekend, if you're at one of my shows, I'll buy you a Miller Lite.
Yeah, just run into one of us. We'll do something. So there's that, and then
I mean,
there's this.
Get you through.
Hey, it all fits. Look at
All
that.
right.
All right. So number 1, Florida man arrested after trying to sell live iguanas tied to his bicycle handlebars as dinner.
But why the dinner part? Just
Number 2, Florida man gets into a physical altercation with a dynamic robot vacuum cleaner, claiming it was actively judging his housekeeping.
that was real.
Number 3, Florida man dressed as Fred Flintstone pulled over for speeding in his DIY footmobile.
Definitely true.
Number 4, Florida man slaps coworker with a big mouth Billy Bass singing fish after a heated debate. Number 5, Florida man builds a 6-foot fiberglass statue of a human butt in his backyard to protest code violations.
That happened.
Number 6, Florida man worried about approaching vampires intentionally burns down his own home to stay safe.
3 or 4. 3 or 4.
As always, Jim, you come up
Lumps
with
on my head.
winners here.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
I'm going to go with number 4 is the fake story.
Yeah. All right.
Almost 3, but now I'm going to go with 4.
Okay. Paul's like desperately looking for like.
But you did nail it with the at dinner, as dinner point. That that little detail did throw me off a little.
Why?
The extra detail was
Which one?
the number 1.
Oh,
The
as dinner.
as dinner, like that one. That extra detail may have put
See,
that one
the
over.
thing
It's
that makes
close.
it worse is these are Florida writers.
It
lot of
makes
times.
complete sense.
It does.
I was selling them for dinner.
I done went to the Palm Beach County school, and I went to Palm Beach County schools, and I got back here. They put me in, they found a track below the lowest track to put me into.
All right, I'm going to go with number 2.
Okay.
Because I can't go with these guys. We have to have some diversity in our voting.
All right.
All right, I'm going to go with 5.
All right.
We got to split it up. Where's Joby?
What the hell did I just do?
What did Joby do? What would Joby do? I don't see anything.
What's Bree doing there, number 6?
I think Joby tuned out.
Hang on a minute.
He lost his internet connection.
Yes, okay. Bree is on number 6. Oops. Anybody else on the thing there?
Nothing. But my thing may have stopped. So let me.
What the hell, man?
Turn my phone on.
Let me see. Hey, Jimmy Robbins, stop sending me shit and get on the show. Joby says number 6.
Oh, there you go. See? Way to go. We got Kelly James Yorkie out there and Larry. They haven't voted. They're probably still catching up on the reading.
That's fine. Oh, you know what? We can. Let me see if I can
play your music.
I can
play
the
that funky music, white boy.
There it is.
Can I pee while we do that?
You may.
Yep.
No, you have to hold it.
Don't let the music stress you out. Nobody's timing you. You guys got to get a banjo for your show.
I want to get an electric banjo and just play it at gigs.
John
Zach
Five
Wild
plays
did.
banjo very well, from what I understand.
See, all
But
these.
it's John Five, so
I think John 5 could do anything.
yeah, pretty much. Play a tuba.
Metal tuba like Opus.
Look at Flea being a trumpet player. Who knew? Did you know?
I didn't know.
There's a whole thing. He just released a record.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Jazz trumpet or some shit.
Why not? I like that this is just enough that we don't. Well, I guess you don't get sued for TV show themes.
Not if they're reinterpreted.
No, you don't get busted for them anyway. You can play anything.
It's when you take the exact. Oh, I think they would.
TV show themes they don't care about.
No, so we could play T.J. Hooker all night.
Yeah, if you want. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but yeah.
Well, you know,
Keep in mind, Captain Kirk is still alive. He might come after you.
Yeah.
he's looking pretty good now.
Doesn't looking bad for.
I just started
90,
watching that show
whatever.
on HBO. Stewart Does Not Save the Universe.
Oh,
Yeah,
how is
I
it?
want to watch that.
Is it funny?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's not the other show, but it's funny.
Right.
It's funny. Jim, I think we've run the
done
gamut.
it. All right, we're gonna kill it. All right, so here we go. Okay, so yes, I don't know why it had to be all run on, but this one is actually real. The first number one is real.
It is.
So,
I want to understand that story.
he's just driving around with iguanas to sell to people to eat. This one you got to know.
Tastes just like
You should know
chicken.
this one was real because they said footmobile instead of flintmobile, and I would never make that mistake. So that one's real.
Oh.
So where are we going here? Sorry, man. The man did get slapped with a billy fish.
Wow. I thought the Billy Fish was just too good. It was too cliche.
I think
it actually happened.
I think I actually read that story somewhere.
I bet you did.
I had to actually look it up. I thought we talked about it before. It was a totally different Billy Bass story, though. There's way too many stories about that damn
commend
fish.
you on this.
You know, I should be working when I'm during the day, but instead, this is what I do.
Don't admit that.
Fuck him.
What if your boss is listening?
He's not.
Okay.
He'd be cool with it anyway. He wouldn't care. All right, Nick. Sorry, this one's real.
All right. Well, you know.
Because I would have said ass.
I'd like to see that 6-foot fiberglass ass.
Was that male or female? So that's the problem.
Yeah.
Which one was it?
It may have it may have sculpted hair all over it.
You got to be careful there. Be careful what you ask for.
All right, so it's either going to be between a robot vacuum cleaner and vampires, and
they're both so relevant.
Yeah, and this week Paul actually wins because
nice.
It's the robot vacuum cleaner one that's made up.
Way to go, Paul.
I'm shocked.
See, I would say a little PCP. That's exactly what they would think, right?
Wow.
Yeah. I thought throwing in the word dynamic there would throw you off. Like, why would anybody do that? But you know, it's just somebody trying to add words.
See, I wasn't looking at your words this week. I was just thinking.
I'm telling you, the hard part of this is the people who write this shit are like illiterate jagoffs, inbred hillbillies.
They're working at the local paper.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, there's not a lot of those left.
Hi, this is Billy Bob from Teleprompter TV. I done got my I wrote a story.
Somehow, yeah.
Ah, God. The only thing I miss about that is the kids in the neighborhood where I lived hated me, and they used to give me all kinds of shit. Until one day they were like, "You want to play football with us?"
Sure.
Yes.
That was the end.
Yes, I do. Because they had a guy that was like 6 feet. We were like, I was like 12. This kid was like 6 feet tall and weighed about 300 pounds, 400 pounds. He was a huge, big, fat pile of shit. And they gave me like all these 8-year-old kids on the team, and they were all the big kids on the other team. And they're like, "Yeah, we always lose because they just give it to Billy and he just walks down." I'm like, "I'll take care of Billy." So they gave the ball to Billy, and I just jumped up in the air and threw myself at his ass, aimed right about here, knocked him on his ass, and just like landed on top of him, elbow in the fucking sternum. Yeah, he never scored a point.
Jim's my hero.
But they couldn't tackle me either, because I was just like, "Yeah, you can get all over me, but I can balance your fat ass. It's fine."
Those good old Florida jeans.
That was the best day, beating them up. Oh, I loved it.
It was the best of times.
The only thing that there was one time, I think I said it before, the one kid, this little kid came up and he was being real bitchy. And I was like, "Fuck off, get off my property." And I grabbed the hose, which was full
Get off my lawn.
The hose was full of water, and it's been in the sun all day.
No.
So I turned it on and blasted him in the
hot water
face.
came out first?
Yeah, it was about 200 degrees in the face. He never came back. I don't know what happened to that kid. I never saw him after that. Wait a minute. I might have killed him. I don't know.
You scalded him.
I hope I did.
Oh,
I hope he's deformed to this day. I hope he's doing tricks in a fucking alley for crack right now.
What is wrong with you?
I'm a vengeful prick.
I think it's because when you started out in Norristown.
No, I remember when we left Norristown, I saw 2 9-year-olds fighting on a rooftop over a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, we need to go. We need to go now.
I still live in Norristown.
But this was... Hey.
And it still happens.
You've got 9-year-olds fighting on the roof, man. It's weird because I was talking to Bree about this, my wife about this the other day. It was like, when we moved, like we had both houses for a while. So my sisters stayed with my dad in Norristown and got through 11th grade and then moved over. Me, they're like plucked me out of first grade and they're like, "Yeah, what the fuck's the difference?
We'll just put him in the other.
He'll figure it out."
Jim, you fucking moron, learn.
Like I came from Norristown, Upper Merion. I got there and they're like, "Somebody give me a vowel." I'm like, "The fuck is a vowel?" and they're like, "All right, someone give me a consonant, Jim." And I'm like,
I constantly pee in my pants.
No, I literally was like, "All the other letters," and they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh my god."
I'll take another one of those beers if there's one left.
Absolutely.
You want one of the red ones?
I'll take anything.
What do you want, Modelo or red?
I'll do a Modelo if you don't mind. Thank you.
Nick always brings us presents. I feel bad.
I know. Always. How did we open this? Oh, see?
He's got a real opener. I've got this fucking crazy thing.
So who's got stuff to promote? When this guy's probably got a book.
No.
We to put the
worst
promotion.
Joe, out of curiosity, when's the next Monaco Heroes Fund?
So that is May 15th.
Where's that at?
So it's right up at the Lower Providence Fairgrounds Firehouse. Really a great event for those that don't know. That event is incredible. They that fund pretty much is the only real support for any EMT, fire, police, first responder in Montgomery County. If they are injured, killed, or impacted in the line of service, this fund picks up the tab.
That's
For their
awesome.
children, college, homes, you name it. Started with Brad Fox many years ago when he was killed. But that's an incredible event, raises a lot of money. It's really important to us. And that is May 15th. Amish Outlaws. I believe.
Oh, they're great.
Oh, they're so good. Shot of Southern's playing that one.
There you go.
And I can't say who's third, but we have another,
surprise.
wonderful local friend that's going to be doing that again for us. So, incredible event there. And the only other thing I would talk about is just what we're doing next week, and it's not a promotion. So, for those that don't know, every year, it's our 13th or 14th year. Rotation Records pretty much closes its doors. We still support, the acts and the bands that have active gigs. But outside of that, we shut our doors. We load up all our trucks. We put all our gear in it, everything we own, and we drive it all to the Poconos on Sunday. And for 6 days, there is 200 to 300 kids that are all battling cancer. Oh. And hold on. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And these kids, we take them up to the Poconos for a week, and it is the only place in their life that cancer doesn't exist.
That's awesome.
So you think about it. These kids every day, right? They're the kid with cancer. Mm-hmm. They're at treatment. They're here. They're in school. They're the kid with cancer.
Yeah.
When they get up here, everybody's got cancer. So there is no cancer.
Right.
And we put on the party of a lifetime for these kids for free. And we throw them dances, and we do talent shows. We do all kinds of incredible stuff. We teach them music. They get to shoot bows and arrows and all that great stuff. And we do it every year. And it's the best week of my year. And I don't say it because I want a pat on the back. I say it because it's awesome. And I'm so fortunate that we get a chance to do it. So most of our staff goes up there. They volunteer all week. They do it. Pretty cool. And I'll just tell you one cool story, right? So most kids that are battling cancer or in treatment, they can't do a whole lot, right? And they're limited. And most summer camps, they have the rope courses, the zip lines and shit. And a couple years back, there's a kid all week. He's in a wheelchair. He's treatment's, cancer's really kicked his ass, and he can't do a whole lot. So he would go to the different events and he would watch or whatever, and he'd shake in his chair and dance, but he couldn't do a whole lot because he couldn't move most of his limbs. And they took him on, I think it was the next to the last day, and they took him to the ropes course. And there was a big counselor, his name's HT, big guy, and he would do the ropes. And he walks over to this kid, he's just sitting there in his wheelchair. He said, "You ready?" Kid's like, "Huh?" He said, "You ready?" So he grabs his arms that don't work, grabs his arms, grabs his legs that don't work. He goes, "Looks like you're ready to me." Grabs this kid out of the wheelchair, wraps him up in a big burlap sack, ties him all up, and sends him down that.
Nice.
It was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And that's just one of thousands of stories that happen up there. So anyway, we're going up there next week. If anyone's a mind to donate, Ronald McDonald Camp, it's called. You can do it through Ronald McDonald House. Amazing people. They even built a hospital right on site in the middle of the woods, man. It's awesome. So cool thing, and we're doing that next week. So that's what we're up to. And outside of that,
that's fantastic, man.
Rotation does stuff all year long. We're thrilled to have anybody out at any of our shows, and we're so happy to be able to do what we do. So I appreciate you asking. What do you have going on?
I appreciate you being here, man. I'm gonna defer to Nick first.
Yep. I can't wait to hear about
Plastard. I know he's got something coming.
Plastard is rocking and rolling and grooving, and our show, unfortunately, is not till October, so it's a bit of ways off. But
Almost had you this Saturday.
yeah, we almost had a little something, a little prequel thing happen. But
Maybe we should do a little prequel thing.
we'll talk about
We
that.
should.
Maybe we should.
We should.
Maybe we should. Maybe we can get something going on that. But,
I would love that.
Anyway, as of right now, our most recent show will be in Tamaqua on October 3rd. It will be us. We'll have an opening band.
Where at?
And it's called the Hang Loose Bar.
Because you never know who's listening.
Well, you never know who's listening. Hang Loose Bar. And it's a great establishment, great food, great place. First and second floor work. The band plays on the second floor.
What time?
Wonderful owners. Time is...
Probably like 7 midnight or 8 to midnight, something
no,
like that.
I think it's like 8:30,
All right, cool.
something like that.
Doing 3 sets?
We are doing 2 sets. We are having an open band, and the name eludes me.
I thought they were called Elude.
I don't want to say I get it wrong, but it's a very good thrash metal band.
Nice.
Opening for us.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'll mispronounce their name. I know. I think it may be Fatal Aggression or something to that effect, but I could be
like it.
wrong.
Very
My
cool.
apologies.
Beat your mother to death.
Yeah, but
That was my high school band.
I know. That's why I mentioned it, Jim.
That's because I went to Catholic school and anal penetration didn't fly with them.
That's awesome.
but we're getting there.
The Steve Morrison of the P word. How do you come back from that? I don't even know what to say.
Sorry.
You just okay. Jim,
Oh, are we doing that?
are you promoting something? Other
I
than
will
yourself?
do this. I got a bunch of stuff here. So, hey, we have a YouTube channel, and some folks are over there listening to it. If you're listening to it on Mr. Adler's page, that's cool too. But if you go here and you subscribe and do all that kind of stuff, hey, you never know. Maybe we can do more stuff. Maybe we can't. I don't know. But go over there once in a while, and you can catch all the old shows we used to do on Podbean and all kinds of crazy shit.
You loaded them up there.
Yeah, all of them are up there.
I didn't know that.
I
Yeah, everything's there.
I
Even-
went on today. I was like, that's pretty awesome. You got it all on there.
Yeah, even the welder guy thing is out there somewhere.
That's where I was going. That's my favorite episode of all time.
So we got all the stuff we've been
From
doing.
Podbean.
How long have we been doing this? This has been like 6 years, 7?
Well, when did COVID start?
2019.
COVID, right?
2019.
Yeah, it's like 6 or 7 years we've been doing this shit. So there's a lot of crap out there. So if you want to catch the old stuff and watch, honestly, I think there are a couple of shows you weren't even in. Like I know I did one with Bree. I did one with Jim Robbins and Jen.
Yeah, I was busy.
Yeah, you were doing shit.
Doing nothing.
You were scratching your ass and
Well, I had to take a bath sometime.
Hey, what do you got to do? You got to do it, you know?
Not to interrupt, Jim, just real quick, that
Yeah.
show in Tamaqua is at 8 o'clock, and the band that's opening for us is Fatal Aggression.
You got it right.
Cool.
Yeah, I did get it right.
Look at
Nice.
him.
I like that.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Melissa. Someone follows us on YouTube. We've got a few people following us, but if
And
more
that
people
one guy from Palmyra, New Jersey.
Oh, fuck that guy. I'm too sick of his shit. So, so we got that. And then we've also got an email address.
What?
We do. I've actually got an email a few times.
Who is paying for all this?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all free,
Me.
trust me. Yeah. Nick's our
The
producer.
executive
He's
producer.
doing it all.
We stole Nick's debit card out of his wallet.
So just give me a blank check. I'll get this shit done.
That's how I got my other guitar.
But yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything you want to talk about, you want to be on the show, you want to do, just send pictures of yourself naked on the toilet, whatever. That's where you can send it. pwordpodcast@gmail.com.
Do I get those emails?
I'll send them to you. I know you want that nasty
I
shit.
want the naked toilet pictures.
There you go. Also, hey, you know what? Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. If you're not doing anything, or even if you are, I don't give a shit. Go to MoncoRadio.com. Check out The Cat Call, my daughter's radio show. She is on every Tuesday at 9 o'clock on MoncoRadio.com. And when we're on Tuesdays, when we used to be on Tuesdays,
We might be on soon.
she would be the next show ever. You finish with us, you
We should
end with
maybe
her.
we could work something out with, Matt, and get over there and do our show.
Yeah, we could do something on the radio. Yeah, they've cleaned all the stench out of the whatever the hell
I want to be in
happened
the
there.
Kiss Room studio.
Dude, you know what? That's a whole nother story. That whole studio thing. That
A lot of people, a lot of famous people came through that room.
Yeah, they've got some really badass stuff over there.
And
but,
they had me once.
They did have you there. So, yeah, check out MoncoRadio.com. Check out the Cat Call at 9 o'clock on Tuesday nights. But if you're just hanging out any time of the week, any time of the day, check out MoncoRadio.com for the shits and giggles, because it's where music and minds
Meet.
There you go.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, we even got that right this time. Drunk as
T-bone
ever.
steak on that meat.
And hey, what's going on with you this weekend?
Well, this weekend, the mighty old school will be down at Screwballs. Shockingly, once again.
Weird.
We're going to be at the pre-summer jam show this Friday. We're doing the pre-show to the summer jam, which is on Saturday.
Got a lot of words.
I know it's a tongue twister.
It's not a tongue twister, but people get confused.
So
a lot of syllables.
Excuse me. We're going to have some.
Will you be hanging lizards on your candle bars for dinner?
I think I might put them on the speakers.
Okay. $5, $10 for dinner.
Hey man, it's a living.
For dinner. Just add for dinner to everything you do from now on. We're having a show at Screwballs on Friday night for dinner.
For dinner. So that's Friday night, August 28th. Nope, August 14th.
Yeah, there you go.
That sounds better.
What the hell?
We're going to be rolling out some tunes we haven't done in a long time.
Oh, nice.
Some differential. And there's one new tune coming in this Friday night.
By the way, when you guys did It's Not Love, that was fucking awesome.
Thank you,
That
dude.
was terrific that you added that to
Haven't
set.
played that in probably 10 years.
Very cool.
I hope it's not in this set for this week. I got to go over it again. I have a lot of work to do. And Saturday night, we will be doing the Summer Jam at the Water Tower.
Yeah.
It'll be Old School and Resurrection.
Nice.
There's something going on with the other band. I don't think they're making it. So we might do a two band night, and we'll make it work. It's
Something
gonna
will
be-
happen. Or just
Just
everybody
means you
goes to the
just
bar
get
longer.
to add some more stuff. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
it's just 2 long sets instead of 3 short sets.
There you go.
So anyway, that's at the Water Tower in Oaks, PA. So if you want to see Old School this weekend, you got 2 chances to see the mighty Old School. We've been around a long time.
Special thanks to Josh DeWalt for considering Plastard for the opening band. I wish we could have actually had made that happen. Unfortunately, 2 of our members were out of town, but it would have been great to open
Josh
for you
is,
guys. And Josh is wonderful. For,
Such a
for
good
thinking
guy.
of
I
me.
was on the phone with him for an hour tonight before you guys got here.
Awesome guy.
Love him to pieces, honestly. So anyway, that's that, and
And Joby's got Romeo Delight, America's Top Van Halen Experience at Havana's on 8/21.
Ooh, Havana's is a great place.
wait a minute, what day? I gotta check that out because
You want to know when 8/21 is?
yeah, when is what day of the week?
That would be a Friday.
Friday night.
It's a Friday
Next
night.
Friday.
Next Friday. Go to August. I'm gonna check that out and see that. Do I have a gig? That's still September. I use this old-fashioned calendar that tells me nothing. I gotta put my password in now.
You can just, you can click on the laptop. There's a calendar right on the laptop.
I gotta look on this thing, man.
That's literally what I did because I can't.
Oh, I'm at Rush that night.
At least it's a decent excuse.
That's
It
a
is a
decent
decent
excuse.
The 22nd, I'm going to see my son's band,
Nice.
the Mighty Studweiser. They're somewhere in Philadelphia. I don't have the information. Hopefully, I get my act together and I know next week what's going on. But he's playing in Philly, and they're a killer band. And by the way, I will do this little promo. October 17th is going to be Studweiser Day in Bridgeport.
Oh, nice at the
Very
depot.
cool.
And they are closing down the street where the depot is.
That's awesome.
And Studweiser's going to play, of course.
Oh, awesome.
Among other bands.
They need to do another video.
And it's my son's birthday that day. So
All
that
right.
shows-
Perfect.
The hell.
It was all pre-planned.
That's a
of course.
good day.
So I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
Because my son can play the drums like... That kid's good. That's why there's another white drum set in here. Because he took his.
He took his
Son of a
badass setup.
bitch. I need a drum
I remember
set.
one time he played with you guys and he was using Richie's kit. And
Salomon.
I went up to him afterwards. I'm like, how many times did you go to hit something that wasn't there?
Oh, yeah.
I think he had like 28
Well, when he first started out, he had the double bass kit with 7 million toms, and now he plays the same kit Richie plays: 1 up, 1 down, maybe 2 down, and a kick. Because Richie, dude, one of these days you're gonna be on a gig, you're gonna find out this is all you gotta use. Don't fucking fall in that trap. You'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
And it's all you need if
you're that good.
Exactly.
And that's what he uses. And he's got the all the giant kits. He's got the double bass DW kit in it, but he's got his Ludwig kit, and but that's what he takes, man.
Hey,
you know, he knows what he's doing.
It's nice to watch them, right? And
it is, and you know, all I wanted for myself was for him to be a guitar player. Would have been really simple.
Yes, it would.
But no, he
picked
and
the better instrument.
He would have made out extremely well.
He would have. He's still going to make out really well, even with the picture behind us.
If you should ever want to adopt me, and
dude, you can borrow anything you want from my arsenal.
You wouldn't even notice one was missing. Jesus,
right?
There's 1,000 of them in here.
Oh, he'd know. Trust me, he'd know.
But I learned a lot about drums through my son because of him. I know what a hi-hat is now. I know like all these clamps and things and gels and I know.
Does
what
he have the wires?
I don't know. He doesn't do that.
The wire brushes. That's jazz. Yeah.
But like I know what a Black Beauty. I know what that means now. You know what I mean? I didn't know that stuff.
I thought that was a pill.
You understand more cowbell now.
The cowbell. That was a hard learn. But yeah. So God bless him. All right, Jim. We had a conversation.
Yeah, we did.
We did it well. What now? You know what it is. It's that time of night.
Oh, is it this time? Or no, not that one. This one.
It's that time again. We gotta say goodnight.
Thank you guys for having us on.
Yeah,
Great
thank
show.
you.
Really great having you two on.
Thank you so much.
I always tell Nick, anytime you want to come back, and he's taking us up on that.
I loved it.
Joe, same thing. If you ever want to come back, come back. Let's have
great.
another conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's more questions. I want to know about the basement in your house.
There's some stories from that one.
I want to know about the waterproofing and who painted it and what happened.
We'll talk about the guys that broke in and me catching them.
That's
a
a
good one.
great
Tell that next
story.
time.
Nice.
How'd that happen when I was growing up?
This is great. Thank you, boys.
I don't know why it's so Irish sounding and drunk. It
You know why.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cheers to that.
So, all right, we're out. We'll be back next Wednesday, yes, and we'll figure something out by then. Right, we should do that.
Cowabunga, Jim. It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to. And then maybe we'll talk about the fire next time.
Oh, we didn't do that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we got better shit to do, but we'll deal with that. And we'll deal with other shit, and I don't know. I have some stuff we can do.
Okay.
I gotta do some ranting.
Maybe Nancy will come on next week.
Yeah, although I think she's allergic to me.
I think she is. She does get really sniffly.
It's weird. It's like that Gilligan's Island episode. I'm a little confused. Well. All right, fine. We'll do it. All right, good night. Thank you all for hanging out, and thank you guys for being here.